to my channel and for another video. Thank you for my return subscribers for returning. Hello, new here, my name is Kara's Beauty. In today's video is going to be a third trimester recap. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Please make sure notification bells on before you leave. Let's go straight into the video. So disclaimer for you all, this is going to be pre-recorded because of me having baby girl. So this video will come out just after she is born. So I thought I would pre-record it for you all because I'm not going to have time to sit down with you all and talk to you about my third trimester and due to my planned C-section. So in this video, it's going to be all about my third trimester recap, and I have got some questions from you all over from Instagram on just basically about the third trimester and everything that is going to be happening soon. So I thought I'd just claim that to you all, and I hope you all enjoyed today's video. So within my third trimester, it has been a very whirlwind of a roller coaster, that's for sure. I have been through more complications than I thought. So within this third trimester, I have stayed in hospital. I was 31, just over 31 weeks when I got admitted to hospital. Previous days I wasn't feeling very well until I saw my midwife. I told my midwife what happened. I got admitted to hospital. I went into triage and they did like wee sample and questions as they do and everything like that. And then I ended up being admitted due to some pains and having reduced movements. So they ended up doing a scan and checking for preterm labour, because obviously I've been told I can end up having preterm baby throughout this pregnancy, which is a very scary thing to happen because preterm means baby could come before full term, which was really scary to think I could have had a preterm baby, but luckily I didn't, so that was false. I had a scan and it turned out that baby girl was a breech, so her head was in my rib like her brother and her legs were facing downwards. Obviously that is going to be a complication to you giving birth naturally, because the cord could come undone and the baby could lose oxygen and their airways could basically collapse. So this is why they chose for me to have a planned C-section. The planned C-section was already in place when I was 20 weeks pregnant from all my growth scans that I've been having, but luckily they said throughout this trimester that her growth has been really good, and her growth is on the lines of her weighing just over 6 pounds. So I'm hoping to have a 7 pound, well, give or take between 6 and 7 pound baby, which is not a bad size. But they say from where I am small, I'm obviously not going to give birth to to big babies. I'm going to be giving birth to a natural between small and average size baby. So that's happened in this trimester. Symptoms wise, it's not been too bad. I've mainly been tired, waking up in the night to go to the toilet, which is constant, just feeling just groggy, just getting sick and tired of being pregnant. Pain wise, pains in my back, pain in my pelvis, rib pains mainly because of baby girl moving, or just where her head is comfy in my rib, and it just it's the worst pain ever. If you've ever experienced rib pain, you will know what I'm talking about. It is the worst. But other than that, with symptoms, it's not been too bad. But to say the least, I cannot wait for her to be out now and for me to not be in this pain anymore. So that's good. With cravings, I've not really had any cravings in this pregnancy, which is a bonus. I have had more rice and I have had more chicken, which is really surprising considering I went off chicken at the beginning of this pregnancy. I only started liking it at the end of second trimester, going into third. But I'm starting to love the foods I used to love before I was pregnant. So my body is slowly getting back to normal now, which is a relief because of just being able to say I can finally eat what I want to eat. I'm starting to like meat again, so I'm starting to like my burgers, my sausages. Eggs are still not tried, bacon are still not tried. Onions, I've gone back to liking onions again. Roast chicken, pork. What else have I started liking again? There's quite a few other like pork, like diced pork, which is really nice. Diced beef. What else have I started liking? I started liking like chicken selects from McDonald's. And just a few other bits that I've started really enjoying again. So my cravings are going back to normal. Is great. Sickness, that has stopped finally. That has stopped for a while now. Obviously, yes, I felt really sick in hospital, but that's because I wasn't very well. But after that, and after getting better, the sickness went. So that is a relief for me. Not really a lot's happened throughout all of it, apart from just getting prepared for baby girl, which has been obviously a struggle because there was so much to get done in a short amount of time because third trimester has gone so fast. I've had to plan my baby shower, so we've had that in the third trimester, which was about 3-4 weeks prior to her being born, so I'm glad I did that early. Travel sickness, I still had it for quite a while, but it's finally stopped as well, which is also a bonus. So that's stopped in basically the last few weeks of my third trimester. And we've just been enjoying loads of family time together. Me and my partner being able to spend some time alone without the kids, being able to go do our last sort of date nights together and days together without the kids. I've been able to see my friends. I've been able to go on days out with them. I've been able to see them, been able to see my partner's family, my family as well. Just enjoying a sort of like last sort of moments as just a family of 4. I've been able to see everyone and make the time before there is a new arrival, which is crazy. My emotions have been literally everywhere throughout this last trimester. My hormones have been through the roof. I've been really emotional. I've had some breakdowns throughout this. I'm not going to lie. I've had a few breakdowns throughout this trimester because obviously it's getting to the point where I'm realising it's my last baby and it is really emotional, but in a way it's a good thing because my family will be complete with 2 boys and a little girl, which I've always wanted as one of each. But I'm lucky to have 2 boys and a girl, so to say the least, I am very happy and very grateful. Thank you God, thank you for, a lot of things. But that is mainly everything, so I'm going to be answering your questions now. Obviously I'm going to be keeping the names anonymous just because I know those won't want their names to be mentioned, which is fair enough, and obviously they do the same for me. So one question is, are the boys excited? What will be the age gap between the 3? The boys are excited. So my oldest, he is over 2, so he understands a lot more this time round compared to when I was pregnant with my middle child. He understands a lot more what has been going on, so he understands that there's another sibling coming. It's going to be a girl, not a boy. He's understanding that mummy can't do everything like she used to because of how heavily pregnant that I am and how much I have been feeling under the weather, which he understood when I was in hospital. He knew I wasn't very well, I was in hospital. He understood that. But with him being older now, he understands a lot more on what's going on around him. So he is very, very excited because I keep asking him, "Oh, you're going to be a big brother of your brother and your sister?" And he's like, "Yeah, I am." So I think it's going to take him a little bit just to adjust. But he's going to realise, oh, I've got 2 siblings now to look after. Our middle child, who is just over 1, he is still understanding, obviously, things around him and the world, obviously. So he's still at that age which everything is obviously going to be a bit confusing and everything, but he knows there is a baby inside of me. And what he does, he goes baba and points to the bump, he strokes the bump, and then what Arlo, my oldest, used to do was slap my bump, you know, playfully, obviously, not to hurt me, and knew there was a baby in there. And that's what my youngest has done, well, middle child has done, which is done the exact same to him. But yeah, they are both excited. And I keep saying Baba's going to be here, so they both understand what is going to be happening. And everyone, so like all the family members have been saying you're going to have a sister to both of them, and they both understand roughly what is happening. But the age gap between the 3 is, my oldest to my middle is 18 months. My middle to baby girl is going to be a year, 5 months and 2 weeks apart, which is crazy. But like they say, the younger they have them, the better, and the age gaps as well is a lot more easier and is not so much more harder on yourself. The next question is, do you have any names picked out yet? Yes, we have already chosen her name. Her name has been chosen for a very long time. Her name is obviously going to be the same as the boys, beginning with A, and her middle name we've already got chosen, and obviously the last name will stick with the same as the boys. So yeah, her name has been chosen since day before my gender reveal, because we already knew what we were having. It did take us a while to choose her name, but when we finally chose the name, we actually was like sticking to it. That's it. We fell in love with it. We thought that was the best name ever, and we have only told immediate family and close friends, so they're the only people who actually know her name. Another question is, how are you getting on in the 3rd trimester? 3rd trimester, it's been a whirlwind, it's been a roller coaster. Obviously I've just previously spoke about it, and yeah, I'm just glad it's about to be over with, and I just cannot wait to hold my baby girl. Honestly, it is such a crazy different pregnancy, and I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed every single last minute of this last pregnancy, and it's just getting to the point now where I'm getting so emotional to say it's my last pregnancy, but I've just made so many memories throughout it all. Another question is, how are you and your family? We are doing really well now that by the time this goes up, the nerves will be gone, the anxiety will be gone, the tiredness obviously will still be here because there's 3 kids to look after, but it'll be worth it. And just the fact that we are sticking to the routine, we're hoping that baby girl gets the same routine as the boys. The boys will both be at nursery by the time September comes, and then it will just be me, my partner and baby girl at home, which will be nice as well. But thank you for asking. We are doing really well. Another question is cravings during the last trimester. Literally not really had any, which is a good thing. Obviously I still got a sweet tooth, obviously, but a lot of the cravings are gone and my body's slowly going back to normal. Another question is, how have you found the 3rd trimester? It's basically to what the other question is. It's just been a whirlwind of a journey. Obviously there's been some scary moments, there have been some emotional moments. It's just a bit of literally everything, but the third trimester is the one that gets you the most emotional, hormonal, and just a bit of everywhere really. Another question is, will you film the birth? Yes, I am going to be filming a labour vlog, but it won't be everything. It would just be bits of previous sort of like pre-op, going into hospital, clips in and out of the hospital if I can, and then basically that will be it. It will be literally just a short little labour vlog of what happens with a planned C-section, just sections of it. It won't be all of it, just because I want to be able to take some photos and videos myself of just keeping them separate to social media. And the last question is, are you excited for birth? I'm excited for my planned C-section, yes or no. My nerves are through the roof, my anxiety is through the roof. Obviously I've been for a C-section before, but there are still going to be the risks of so many risks and what else have they said? Just what you would be told anyway, which is just what could go on when you're under in theatre. There could be mental complications and things like that. Obviously they've got to warn you about. So yeah, that's the bit that's going to be a bit scary. Obviously I'm not excited to have an empty stomach going under, which I struggle with a lot because I like my food, and the fact I could end up being sick again, which is not what I'm looking forward to. But there we go. But what I cannot wait for after is to hold my daughter and to be able to have a decent amount of food in my stomach and make me feel a bit more better while in pain. But I can say the least I'm happy, and I cannot wait for her to be out of my body, and I just can't wait to see who she looks like, and I just can't wait to enjoy them sort of first couple of days away from, you know, the social media sort of side, and just enjoy the break that I'm going to be having with just a family of 5. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Please make sure notification bells on free leave, and I'll see you all soon for another video. Love to all. Bye guys.